Now we want to take a look at some of the advanced features that are possible to do in a chatbot by taking a look at one of the other templates that is offered by Chatfuel. This one we're going to look at is from TechCrunch. So let's create a new bot. Let's call it Advanced. And let's base it on TechCrunch. Okay, once it's created, let's go ahead and open it. And then we can take a look at some of the things that are here in this bot. I'm going to actually zoom the screen up a little bit so that we can see a little bit better. Okay, you see there's the normal blocks here, but one of the ones that we're going to take a look at now to see what are some of the more advanced features are the ones that are in the manage and subscription side. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at how this bot works so that we get a better understanding of it. So let's go to test bot, and let's open up on Messenger, and here it is. Let's test it out. So what it does is it says, "Hi, I'm an AI-based assistant for TechCrunch. I'll send you a digest of trending stories once a day." So it's asking you, do you want to get once a day these stories? And if I say OK, it then goes out to their site, loads some information. It takes a moment to load up, and you see then what you can subscribe to. So we have here latest headlines. Okay, they could have a number of different categories, and maybe in the future they're planning on having many more categories of things that you subscribe to, but right now, at least in this template bot, there's just this. Okay, so let's go and pick subscribe. And again, it takes a moment, but eventually it will confirm to us that we are subscribed to that. Okay, there it is. We could also view the stories here. Here are the latest stories. Again, it's showing us 3 stories. Remember, if we pick read here, like in our bot, it's only going to show the first 100 characters. Okay, but we could go out to the web and view the full story there. Okay, another thing that we can do here is actually manage our subscriptions. And here I can unsubscribe then to this. But let's go ahead and take a look at that subscription side and see how it's working. So we go back to our dashboard, and let's take a look at some of the blocks that they have here for managing those subscriptions. Okay, that's here in management, and you see all they've done is add this subscription list here. So all they've done is gone into plugins and they've added this subscriber. Okay, and then they've added the block that it goes to if it cannot find anything. And again, we're having the same problem that we had in the other bots, in that not all the menu items show here. So even here in their own template, it's not actually showing here what it's going to. I can of course delete it, but then of course it wouldn't work correctly. So again, this is kind of a bug going on at the moment. If you have fewer things in your bot, you probably won't have this problem, but right now it seems that when you have complex bots and lots of things, you can expect that there's going to be a number of bugs and problems right now until it gets straightened out. Okay, another thing that I want to show you is the broadcasting, because this is kind of a cool feature. And what this does is allow you to send messages to your users. And not only can you send real-time messages to your users, but you can also schedule messages to go automatically and gather content to send to your users at specific times. So let's go here and try an immediate message. So if I go here to send a message, and I can send all different kinds of things here, but let's just send a text card at the moment. You can just write something a little bit meaningless here at the moment just to test it out. And if I pick send right now and I go out and look at my bot, in a moment it will come and show here on the bot. It does take some time. It doesn't come within a matter of seconds, but it takes a couple minutes. There it is. So you see, in this way you can contact all the people that are signed up to your bot and subscribe to your bot on an ongoing basis and immediately if you have something urgent that you want to send. Let's say you had a sports score bot and you wanted to send out the scores. So as soon as you had the scores, you could send it immediately to people. You can again also schedule these things. You can see right now they have a schedule for these, and all they've done to schedule this is they've added the plugin digest. And what that does is it shows the latest updates based on the user's subscriptions. So it will automatically collect from the subscriptions and send at 8 p.m. on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday the latest things to the user. So that means that the user will actually get a message saying that here are the latest things from TechCrunch in this bot. Okay, you could add a new one if you wanted to, and you can add actually multiple ones on here if you wish. You can pick the time. So let's say we wanted something at 9 a.m. and only on the weekdays. And let's go to the plugins, and let's say we wanted to send them our latest tweets. Even though they're not followers of us on Twitter, we can still send them here in our bot if they have our bot installed, the latest tweets from our Twitter account. And we would set this up just like we did the YouTube one on if this then that service, and go back and take a look at that lesson and how to do that. Okay, so a lot of nice features for keeping people active with your bot without you actually having to do anything. When you have these things scheduled and it takes automatic content, it's doing it automatically, and there's nothing that you need to do on your end. The last thing I want to show here is the AI setup, and basically I want to just show this because you can see how involved this starts to get when you try to anticipate every single thing that a user might ask. So you can see they've actually done a lot of work here to kind of make this what they call an intelligent bot, trying to anticipate things that people might say, everything from funny things to stupid things. So for instance, here they have go away. So let's go out and test that. So if I type go away, it just says bye to me. It doesn't actually close the bot or go away, so it's not that useful. What else do they have here? Do you love me, for example? So it tries to be a little bit funny. These are kind of the same things that are in Siri. If you have an iPhone, if you ask it kind of silly, stupid things, it will say silly, stupid things back. So you see, you can start to really get into a lot of things in anticipating what a user might ask and then trying to provide something in return in order to make it a little bit more fun. But for the most part, I think this is quite useless and not a very good use of your time. It would be better to put in buttons and guided input from users so that you get useful information out to them instead of just doing this silly things.